So now it is time for the dust. So we're going to make a layer in between these two layers to hold the dust. So I'll just click on create new layer here at the bottom of the layer stack. And I create an empty layer. And this is going to be my dust. And before I get too far away, I'm going to make sure I label everything here. This is my figures. And this is going to hold my dust. So what I want to do is sample a color from in the image, and we'll pick a lighter color here for from the light dirt, and then I'm going to hold down Option or Alt, and I'm going to see that light color went into the foreground. I'm going to pick a darker brown color, maybe something from this tree back here, and that places that brown color in the background if I click holding down the Option or Alt key. Okay. These two colors, the foreground and background color, are used when running the clouds filter. So if you have white and black in there, you're going to get white and black clouds. And we're trying to create a kind of dust cloud here. So I want it to be dust colored, which would be like the dirt. All right, so I'm going to go here to Filter, and the clouds filter is under Render. So go Filter, Render, Clouds. And you can see you get this sort of smoky, cloudy looking thing. It's filled up that whole layer with a sort of clouds based on these foreground and background colors. So now I can just reduce the opacity of this, say something like that. So we can just see it sort of smokily obscuring the background. Now, of course, it looks ridiculous right now. We have to actually enhance this a bit. We're going to use some masks here to do that. So I'm going to make a layer mask by clicking on the layer mask icon. And I'm going to put black in my foreground color and use the gradient tool to mask off regions of the image where I don't want the dust. And logically, I don't want the dust coming in front of the figures. I want it to appear like it's kind of sort of behind them somewhat. So I will use the opacity here at 100%. I'm going to use the second preset here, which is the foreground to transparent preset. Okay. Now start here, hold down the Shift key, and I'm going to drag up. So it's going to place black in the mask and then fade it to transparent. So there I've sort of moved the dust towards the background. I do want to take it off the trees somewhat, and I'm going to reduce my opacity here because I don't want to remove it entirely, but I want to fade it from the top just a bit. And maybe this region of the trees and those are the sort of trees from that foreground tree over here. So I'm going to just sort of remove the dust cloud from that a bit. And one final little tweak here to the mask. I'm going to paint with black over this tree, because this tree should be in front of the dust as well. So I'll make a nice larger size brush here. And I'm just going to mask off painting with black over this tree, because that tree is in front of the dust.